you have been working all morning in the parks. Mr. Torres from the Parks Advisory Board was here with his kids and all kinds of people. The teacher, Miss Josephine Williams, was here with her club, and I believe the Interact Club was also working from the high school. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming. To begin our program, we'd like to have say the Pledge of Allegiance. There is a flag nearby. We can't see it, but it's over there by the pool. So if you all just turn that way, please, and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And now we're going to have the national anthem sung by Venetia Simpson from the high school.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. You have a lovely voice. And now, to get you guys out of your doldrums, we want you to all sing with us, accompanied by Lee Draper singing This Land Is Your Land, and it's in the program.
In the program, open it up. We're supposed to be at the end, but we had to bump it up, and it's fitting because Woody Guthrie wrote this song, and he wrote it, and he wanted it to be the national anthem. He thought it was the song for everybody, and he didn't mind the real national anthem, but he thought this one was good. And he also wrote it so that if your voice isn't quite as fine as Venetia's, everybody can sing this song. Right? And if you don't know the words and you don't have a program, every single time the song comes around, it says, "This land was made for you and me." If you can do that, sing the last line of every one, and everybody can do it.
And the chorus, and then all the verses.
Yeah, so what you have there, we're going to do the chorus, we're going to do all the verses, and then the chorus again, right?
Yes.
Keep it moving. So it goes, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the rushing waters. This land was made for you and me. All right, read the word now.
Sing to me.
That bridge of highway I saw above me, that endless skyway I saw below me, that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Yes, keep going down the line.
Ramble, follow my footsteps.
Sing.
Sand
Day.
there are
Dozens.
And all around me, a voice was sounding.
This land was made for you and me. I'm shining, and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling, as the fog was lifting, a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me.
Of course.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream's waters. This land was made for you and me. Yeah, bravo!
I didn't have to keep Steven's tempo. Sorry about that.
That's fine, that's fine.
That was wonderful. That was such a nice touch.
My favorite.
Okay, so why are we planting trees in Depew Park? Look around. I see trees. Why are we putting new trees here? Well, if you look really carefully, you'll see that a lot of these trees are very, very old. And storms take them down, disease takes them down, and actually we need to replace them before they're all gone. So I went to a meeting as a member of the Conservation Advisory Council, and I found out that there was a possibility of getting a free grant, a grant with no matching funds, for some trees in Peekskill. And when I went to the Parks Department to decide where to put these trees, we decided that Depew Park was the place to start, because this has been called by some the Central Park of Westchester. It's a magnificent place, but it needs constant tending. So with this first grant was $1,000, and it was from the New York State Urban Forestry Council, which is funded by the New York State DEC Urban Forestry Program and Act Trees funded by the Cellular Connection. Andy Hillman is the one who I've been working with, and he's been terrific. So today we're going to plant the first tree. There will be about 7 more. This is an American beech. Not only did we decide where to put the trees, we decided which kind of trees would be best to plant. And we clearly chose native trees. A lot of the trees that you see around Peekskill that don't make it are the ones that are really not native and not able to withstand the troubles that come to non-native plants. So this first tree is an American beech, and we hope that in this space it will be able to gain its full height, which is very tall and very wide. We'll be planting another by the bandstand, another across from the bandstand by the fence, another as you exit to Hudson Avenue. There's a triangle. We're going to put another one there. So there'll be tupelos and sweet gum. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for coming. And now I'd like to introduce one of our treasured members of the community, Dot Leslie, who has been involved in the Garden Club and conservation issues and is now on our CAC. And she's just going to say a few words to you today.
Thank you, Kay, and welcome to all of you. I'm so glad that so many people are interested in this project. Many years ago, 1955-56, when I first came to Peekskill, there were many, many elm trees, American elms, and all along Nelson Avenue and a few of the other streets, they were lined with elm trees. And the Dutch elm disease came along, and they all died and were cut down. The Garden Club at that time collected funds to replace these trees. A lot of those are still growing, which is very good news. And we continued that program in the Garden Club, and now we plant trees for a deceased member. Now, on to the conservation group. When Alan Levy was the chairman about 25, 30 years ago, he got a grant, a matching one of $40,000. And that's when glass recycling was started. And you know that short little street of Depew Street next to the post office is just a parking lot now? That used to be a very steep street, and you needed really good brakes to go down it. You hardly dared drive up it. It was really precipitous. And below, they divided it. And on the lower level, there were 3 big dumpsters for 3 colors of glass, clear, green, and brown. And the glass was sold to a recycling place in New Jersey. And we spent lots of money on all of the trees, and many of them, as Kay said, departed their lives with accidents from trucks and cars and disease. And the last of the money was used for arborvitaes that are planted along the railroad tracks at the riverfront green. So those are the best ones that survived. A few of the others did. So now, on with the program.
Thank you, Dot. And thank you so much for all your many, many years of volunteer work. I'd like to now introduce the president of the Environmental Club and the 4-H Club at the high school, Adasia Bennett, who will introduce some other members of the club who will share some thoughts with you about Arbor Day.
Hello, everyone. Peekskill High School students and staff, community members, welcome to, our park cleanup and tree planting ceremony. Today we celebrate a day dedicated to the planting of trees, as well as the opportunity to bring Peekskill residents together to be a part of this event. So thank you everyone for joining us today. So I have a few people from 4-H Club, George Vasquez, who will do our 4-H pledge.
I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Now we have Sophia, who will present a poem about trees.
This poem is called Trees by Joyce Kilmer. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowering breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who timidly lives with the rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can come make a tree.
Now we have George Vasquez again with his poem.
Dialogue of a man and a tree. The man, why do you grow so tall, tree? Way up there in the sky, the tree. I love the heights that are clean and free, where the lonely eagles fly, where the crane and the hawks can nest with me, and my friends, the geese, go by. The man, what do you use for food, tree, to make you grow and grow? The tree, I live on a diet of nature's best, from my roots deep down below. I never go hungry, I rest and wait for the rain and the snow. The man, how do you grow so strong, tree? Sturdy and straight and true? The tree, I live in the light of the sunshine, and yearn for the sky's deep blue. The clean, sweet air is always mine, and the cold winds help me too. The man, how do you live so long, tree? So much longer than man. The tree, I've geared my days with the Creator's ways. Since ever the world began, there is no deep when life keeps faith with nature's wonderful plan.
As part of 4-H/gardening club and environmental club, I think this is a really great opportunity to have like community members come together and, take care of our community, clean up and make it a better place to be. So thank you everybody for being here and being a part of it. And I'm very happy to be a part of it. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Adasia, and to all of you and for all of you for coming and doing the work that you do. Now I'd like to invite to the microphone the senior forester from the DCC in the neighborhood, in the area. His office is in New Paltz, but he's come all the way down to be with us today and has been giving us a lot of advice about trees and all kinds of other things related to our conservation efforts. So, George Profis.
Where we hopefully will get you money and for tree planting, and for inventories. And we hope that you will become a tree city again, and that also helps get money. And the one thing that is great that you're here and planting a tree is that trees are oftentimes kind of set aside and forgotten about in downtowns, and actually your downtown looks darn good. And that so you should and that my spiel is always this, that the trees are no less important than the benches, the lights, and all the sidewalks, because they add value to the community, they increase property values, and they also make the place livable and a place where somebody would like to come and visit and shop, by the way. So anyway, thank you all for being here, and we look forward to working with you. And if you have any questions on trees and that, give us a call. We're in New Paltz. And oh, yes, we have some posters here. So if anyone, anyone wants some posters on your way out, if you could. Yeah, it's Arbor Day posters, and this year is kind of special because it's the Bedford Oak, which means it's from our neighborhood.
Okay, so we came here to plant a tree, so now we're going to plant a tree. And we're going to use these very, very fancy shovels, like this. And the first one is going to our Common Council member, Kathy Talbert, who is generous to be cleaning up this morning and to join us for this ceremony.
Where do I go?
You want to go near the tree?
Yeah, I just want to say it's great to be here. Love having a shovel. Who doesn't? And we come fresh from cleaning up the Fort Hill Park, and I know other parks in town have been cleaned up. I love that we're planting a tree, and maybe more of them, 4 of them got planted up at the high school. Love that. It's so important. And what a group. Look at this group of people. I'm really blown away. So very excited. This is the best of Peekskill right here.
Get some dirt and come around here, please. Okay. Okay, move over a little bit. So we have volunteers, we have council members, we have board members. Ready? On your mark, get set, go! Yay! Sure. A little bit more. So thank you again for coming. You're all welcome to go to the bandstand just over there a little bit to have some refreshments. Bye-bye. Where is it?